You can make amazing looking YouTube videos with just your webcam. I'm going to share with you some tips, equipment, and software that you can use to improve your video quality. So one of the first things I want to talk about is the webcam positioning. Ideally, you want to put this at a high enough level so that it's around your eye level, and you want to be able to look into the webcam lens itself rather than staring at the screen or your monitor when you are recording your video, especially if it's a talking head video. I'm using the Logitech C922 webcam. I love this webcam because it's really good bang for your buck. It has high quality, it can record HD 1080p, and not to mention that it has this nice rubber grip to actually clip itself around the different edges of a monitor. And it can also connect to a stand. If you don't have the stand that comes with the webcam, you can actually use piles of books or boxes, and you can stack those so that the webcam can be a lot higher. The next thing is lighting. Out of the box, these lenses for the webcam are not that good at capturing light. So what happens is that sometimes it will try to compensate by adding too much light or too little light, which causes the image to be washed out or way too dark. So one of the best ways to solve this issue is by adding more light. So if you're just starting out, I would recommend with this keeping things simple and just adding natural light. What's great about this is that it's free. So if you have windows that can allow natural light in, that's great. One pro tip I have for you is to not put your camera lens to face towards your window or the source of light. This will naturally cause a lot of exposure and everything will be too bright. Instead, you should be ensuring that your camera faces away from the window or the source of light. Apart from natural light, if you have the budget, I would recommend that you get artificial lighting. So a lot of YouTube tutorials out there might recommend a 3-point lighting system. Actually, this is not absolutely necessary. You can just get away with either 1 or 2-point lights. I actually would recommend that you just get those 2 lights up and point it down 45 degrees towards you, and you will already be able to get enough light on your face, and then the other light will cancel out the shadow on the other side of your face. So if you're in a small space, just 2 lights will be enough. I imagine a lot of you will be working from the home studio. You won't need any complicated and unnecessary lighting. So in terms of what kind of lighting to use, I would highly recommend softbox lighting. It will give a nice soft light onto your skin and giving you a nice professional look. The one I'm using is from a brand called Endor. Now, although softbox lighting are my favorite lighting, they do have some cons to them. So first of all, they do take up some space, they're quite tall, and you can also spend a lot of time trying to set them up. They're quite difficult to pack away as well. They do also take additional power sockets, so if you're short on those, this might not be the best option for you. Alternatively, you can use LED panels. These are smaller and portable and can get really bright. The one I'm using is from ESDDI. They are bicolor, which means you can choose between a more warmer orange look versus a more cooler blue kind of look. The great thing about lights is that some of them come with stands, but you can also use stacks of books and boxes, just like I recommend for your webcam as well. And this way you can position those lights higher above you. So for the example I have right here, I actually use the mobile rig that I have along with my tripod as a stand for my LED panel lights. At the end of the day, just remember one important tip. It's all about focusing on your main subject. If you're doing a talking head video like this one, the priority would be you as a speaker. So make sure that you are well lit first. Everything else, any additional light you can have, you can be added later on. The next thing for you to look at is your audio. Webcams out of the box have very poor audio, so anything else other than the default audio is usually good. I would recommend, if you're low on budget, to just start off with your headphones. In fact, you can use the one that comes from your smartphone itself. These are already pretty awesome on its own. What's most important is that you put the microphone closer to you, and that way you can reduce the amount of echo and noise in the background, and it's able to capture the quality of your voice. Now, if you have the budget for it, I highly recommend that you get the Blue Yeti microphone. You might have seen this across other YouTube videos because it's quite popular among YouTubers and online course creators. It's a very good mid-range microphone, and for the price, you're able to get very good audio. It's plug and play, so you can just plug it into your USB port and with very little tweaking, you're good to go. Alternatively, I recommend that you check out a lower budget condenser USB mic. And one example of this is the Tonor TC922. It's similar to the Blue Yeti in the sense that you just connect it via USB, and it comes with a complete audio setup right off the gate. You have the shock mount, a stand, and a pop filter already. If you don't know what any of these things are, don't worry, I'll make a separate video in the future where I talk more about audio and the specific type of kit and gear you might have to consider. So hit like and subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure you hit that bell icon so you get notified when that video is out and ready. So you got your lights, you got your audio, your webcam is positioned correctly. Before you start recording though, make sure you have set up your webcam properly. So the default settings on the webcams can be very horrible. They might create very blurry images because the autofocus is trying to figure things out. There might be also a lot more exposure than it should be, making everything super bright when it shouldn't be. So what I recommend is that you have the right webcam software installed, and you can always go to the manufacturer's website and download the software. Usually it's free. So in my case, I'm using Logitech C922 webcam, and I'm using Logitech Capture as the software itself. Logitech Capture is amazing in the sense that it can do more than just adjust the webcam settings. It can also do live streaming and have other screen recording capability. Within your webcam software itself, there are some things I recommend you change. First of all, make sure you switch everything from auto to manual. This way you have more control over your settings, whether it's your brightness, your colors, your focus. And then the next thing from there is make sure you save these settings into your profile. For example, in Logitech Capture, I'm able to create multiple profiles that can have multiple settings. So in this case, I can switch easily between different types of look for my webcam. And I've made a separate video just for Logitech Capture. If you're interested, click here, link will be above and also in the description below. By the way, I mentioned quite a few things in terms of different gear and software within this video itself. So if you want a compiled list of all the different equipment I'm using, check out this PDF that I made, link in the description below. Check out these videos right here if you want to learn more about Logitech Capture and the Logitech camera that I'm using. Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video and share this video out so that other people can benefit by recording the best webcam footage.